here we are in our bathroom. It looks a little less chaotic. And there's our tub. Hello everyone. I haven't talked to you. Did I talk to you in the morning? I don't think so. Normal morning, getting everybody off to school. I thought somebody was coming to pick up tools at 8:15, but yeah, I went ahead and took Jax to school at 8:30 and they weren't there. I think they showed up at 9 while I was either dropping him off or at the coffee shop drawing. But after I was back, I also stopped at the grocery store just for a few things. They arrived and I just realized they didn't have the dust guard up, so it might be a little sawdusty. Oh, what did I do? It's like, I'm kind of wadded up in there. The contractor was putting boards down for the tub surface and then positioning the template for us to decide where we wanted it, and we ended up choosing there based on how big he thought it was, but I guess there was some confusion. Then he went ahead and made this beautiful cut, but it ended up all the way back there, which we're like, oh, well, yeah, you got a lot of room to sit. But then I was like, how do I get in? I mean, I could, but once I'm wet and I'm coming back out, as soon as that set into our heads, like, oh, how do we get in? The contractor's like, come on, we're going to go buy some more plywood. So I feel really bad for him. I guess there was a lot of confusion on the terrible template that the tub came with. And it's a really expensive and nice tub. Big name brand, I believe. So, yeah. But I'm assuming we'll briefly have a tub in the middle of our bedroom, but we'll get this done. I think he's just upset with himself. New house for a while. It's just everything's taking up so much space. I can't wait to get this done, but yeah, I'm working on that drawing, and when my iPad was charging, I was eating a muffin and starting to pull together Pokemon Party collateral, the stuff I print. I think I'm gonna put my hair up now because it's starting to warm up, and settle back in until I've got to go to the bus stop. I do need to do laundry. I'll go have some laundry too. Hello, I will update you on the upstairs when I get back upstairs. For now, I've just started water boiling. I just vacuumed the hall, the bedroom without moving things, the stairs without getting in the cracks, and the foyer just because the crud was building up. So much dust and chunks of drywall and sheetrock, and I don't know. But the bathtub is up there, so I just did this up. I was hoping I could get the vanity off the rug. We'll see about that. I'm gonna see if it moves. I'm gonna have to move the plants and see. It's like crushing my rug. I don't really want it there. I thought it was just gonna be there for a day, and it's been like a week, so let's try while the water is boiling. And there is a UPS. You don't deserve that biscuit. He's like, come on, go inside. Go inside. You don't deserve it, though. I just finished that kiwi hat. It is way too big. I'm really bummed because I spent many hours working on it. And I did the adult small, which is the size I always do for Jax. And it's huge. But here we are in our bathroom. It looks a little less chaotic. And there's our tub. We need to figure out a way to protect it because we don't want it to be scratched up by the painters, mostly the painters, but anybody while it is in here and exposed. So we need to figure out like a cardboard solution. There's a bird distracting me. Do you hear it? But today was all about this. You saw it when it was cut wrong. We were really confused. It just, yeah, but it's fixed. And we've got a spot to sit. I don't know, they kept going back and forth. I'm just like, whatever, just make it work right. So they might have gone based on the size of the tiles. But before there was gonna be more space here, which is good. Now there seems to be more space there, but I don't know what's going on. They figured it out and it looks good. Our butts can fit here. So you can sit and put your shoes on. For the faucets, he came down, the plumber came down at one point. He was like, where do you want it? Where do you normally have it? Which side? And so I sketched out how it used to be, which was diagonally right here. So he made all these lovely new pipes under here. The stink is finally starting to go away of soldered pipes, but looks good. And I got to briefly see the faucet. This tub just looks so nice, even with all the crap in it, because they put this sheetrock stuff down so that the tile guy can tile when he gets to that. But he's gonna be here bright and early tomorrow, and he's gonna be working on finishing the shower first. He does have that little niche to do. I don't know if he's gonna also do the shower floor before moving on, but then after that he would move on to the top of the tub so that the plumber can come back and test the trim. Everything has weird names. It's like, why would you name faucets trim when there's already trim in multiple places in the room? So he's like, do you have the trim? Like, which trim? The faucets, the hardware. I don't know. I guess the hardware is this stuff and the trim is the stuff you touch. I don't know. Anyway, so that's where we are. I guess this is gonna get tiled. I think it might look weird. That's gonna get tiled outside. But they say that's what makes sense instead of drywall and painting. Because I hated the way it was before, because the bathtub cuts in an inch to this wall, and I hated it. I was like, oh, while we're redoing things, can we change that so that it doesn't cut into that wall? And what does it say? Nothing. And it turned out no, it would be really expensive to move the damn wall and move the tub. So, because they kept the same support system here, so I'm stuck with it. And they're like, well, we'll tile up that and it'll look great. And then he said it'll look better if you used the massive tiles that are like as big as you, because that's the trend in the tile layers. Love them because they're so fast. We're paying extra for our little tiles. It's what it is. We'll see. Anything is better. Anything is better. Don't walk in here. We just have a bathtub. Hi, Benny. Benny got to go to school. Don't walk in here. Still my shoes that are underneath. I've got cleaning shoes. Do you see those white flip-flops that are sticking out? Anyway, I was working on that drawing project, which I won't go into details about, and it was a lot of interruptions, just non-stop. Hey, can you come and look at the placement of this tub? Hey, can you come and look at this placement of this? Hey, can you come and look at these tiles? Hey, can you come and look at this? So I was non-stop, like, messaging Dan. I was his secretary, like, hey, can you come up again? And turning the water off. I had the water off for a while. He's wearing my mopping the floor flip-flops. But that's it. That was our day. Danny went out and ran errands. So I just, as soon as they left, I vacuumed here, the hall, at the stairs. As you saw, I moved the vanity so I could vacuum there and he could finally jump in his trampoline again, and vacuumed the living room rug. I didn't do a thorough job, like everything's gonna be hairy again because I didn't get corners and stuff and under stuff, but there's so much stuff everywhere because things are out and they pile up their stuff too, which I mean they need to, but I made it better. And then I cooked dinner. Danny came home and helped finish it up. I did the same pasta I did last week because the kids really liked it. I have so much drywall dust in my door now. It's just a cavatappi. And we get jarred sauce, but we like add so much garlic. And then it's just tasty. You like the pasta? Are you gonna have the pasta for lunch again?
Okay.
You love the cavatappi. So I'm doing pasta and tomatoes.
It's that exact noodle with some tomatoes on, not that much.
It's already all mixed in. You want that?
Yeah, but that exact noodle.
That's what we have. So if you want me to put some leftovers in your thermos, I can. Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
But what do you want on the side is what I'm saying. I try to figure out his lunch. Tomatoes and pickles. That's going to be a weird lunch. All right. I am going to say goodnight because it's already 8 o'clock. Buddy, it's already 8 o'clock. Can you go get changed? Don't touch that. Come on. No, don't touch. He just did it today, and he didn't say whether or not we had to leave it alone because they expect us to stay out. They don't say, hey, don't touch this. Hey, there's wet paint. Like, there's just wet paint and stuff, and they don't tell us because they're like, we're staying out. It's not our job. All right. Good night, my friends. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what's going on besides the tile guys coming. More of the same. It is Wednesday, and it's weird. Go put your pajamas on, and then I can come in there and you can say goodnight. I have a sneeze from that drywall dust. And he was sawing both times he cut the bathtub out, like the wood, with it wide open. So I am going to change the cover that I have on my pillow because it might be dusty. Sawdust. But yeah, I don't know what's going on tomorrow. It's weird not having any volunteer shifts on my schedule. I have something penciled in on the 5th for the middle school, the field day, but it's one of those big things like the teacher appreciation where I taught the classes where I won't find out till right before it because they're scheduling things and assigning people. It's not just, there's 3 slots for these time slots, put your name in and you're good to go. That's what I usually do. So yeah, I have that on the 5th, and then on the 6th I'm supposed to have the class party, but when we were at the volunteer luncheon they were saying that might move and everybody was panicking because we have tight schedules in our group. Like, it's bestie's mom is a nurse, and I mean, nurses can't really flip-flop their schedules around. They're on. So, yeah. But we'll just see how the day goes, right? I'm gonna say good night, and I'll see if Sebastian is ready to say good night with you. I'm gonna get changed and get this all edited. It's gonna be long because I've been talking for a while. Okay, well, you're dressed. Let's just say good night. All right, good night, friends. Stay safe. Be kind. And don't forget. Hurry up. My video's already really long. And don't forget.
Pink window eggs.
Wash your hands.
Meek.